If you're ready to take back control of your health, you're in the right place. Welcome to Awaken Wellness with me, Tanya Candy, registered nurse and health coach. Now, I'm not your typical nurse. I consider myself divorced from traditional healthcare. I broke free of the sick care system in 2019 when I realized that the root cause to my sickness, my autoimmune disease, and my chronic pain was me. If you're ready for truth, for clarity, for honesty in a tough, love, compassionate way, I'm the coach for you. Join me while we dig into our root causes of sickness and disease. Hey, everybody. So I have no idea if that worked or not. Um, I am using StreamYard, and this is the first time I've ever tried it from my phone. So, yeah, no idea if it worked. I found myself this morning with a few extra minutes. So I thought, hey, that is just a perfect time to get on live, do some updates about what's going on in the store. Lately, I've always been in some kind of mess, and I got to work. So if the UPS or the FedEx guy came by, I'm open. I'm just trying to keep up with the inventory around here is just really, it's fun. I do like it, or I wouldn't be doing it, but the inventory is a lot. It's really a lot. So December holiday rush, plans for the new year, goals. What did you not get to this year? I'm always kind of taking account of what I did, what I didn't do, where am I at with the things, and just letting those things go. I really highly encourage you to let go of whatever is on the list that you didn't feel that you got accomplished and re-gear. Set your intentions now for next year. Don't do the whole New Year's resolution thing. We have a habit of failing in that genre, right? So your muscle memory of failure is there. Let's set our intentions now in December for next year. For me personally, right now, this is what I'm going to commit to for myself. Even as a health coach, like I can get to feeling like such a lousy hypocrite. Like I really can. Um, Outside of my sinuses, um, I have been feeling super good. And I really had been bouncing around with my eating style, where I get way too non compliant, kind of fall off the chain. Especially with gluten. That's the sinus thing. I was just eating gluten. I never eat bread. That's not a big deal for me. But I was doing little things like pretzels or like snacky things that had gluten in them. And I really need to get back on track to get my sinuses clear. I know that my gut and my inflammation doesn't like gluten, but the evidence of it for me is always in my sinuses. So, my intention for next year is I'm going to totally redo the Cellcore Foundation for myself. So, those first 4 months, when I'm coming into it this time, the first time I did Cellcore, I did more comprehensive because I was a wreck. I was a total mess. But now, my health is way better. My gut is way better. So I'm just going to do it, the foundation, kind of like an average Joe would. And then I'm going to be super strict about implementing, avoiding the 7 inflammatory foods. And I'm going to get back to my intermittent fasting. But what I'd really like to do this time around with the intermittent fasting is figure out how to move that eating window. So I am eating my biggest meal in the morning, waiting 6 hours, eating a meal again, then maybe having a tea or a broth in the evening and being done eating. I really want to figure out how to implement it, to go to bed on an empty stomach and let my stomach rest. With our lifestyle, that has just been something that has been like too big for me. Like packing a lunch and eating at my office. I don't use a microwave. So, how do you warm it up? All those things, I'm going to have to figure it out. And it might be that just a protein shake is what is going to work for me, what is going to be easiest. Well, that remains to be seen. Um, so, those are things for me that I want to set my intentions to for the new year. So, I got those first 4 months covered. I want to be more. Steady, more committed to some exercise. I like to do a hit workout. I love rebounding, and I love that I can get the most bang for my buck and get that in, get that exercising done. So, recommitting. Where are you at with that? If you're watching on replay, wherever you're at, let me know what is your commitment level. I am going to be posting some amazing deals for the main savings is going to go out to anybody who has started with me and quit, right? I get that. I absolutely get it. It is so hard to have that stick to itiveness. So hard. We get distracted. We feel like financially it's just we're not getting the results we need. And I get that too. But I guarantee that this program works, this 120-day foundation, especially with the food in cooperation, it works. You will get results if you stick to the program, if you do it right. Can you lose your results and undo the whole thing when you just go back to your old ways? Yeah, unfortunately, you can. It's not a forever change. It's got to be seen as a lifestyle. So, this huge offer that's going to be coming out. If you've been on one of my programs, you should be on my mailing list, my email mailing list. I will be posting it here as well on Facebook, but I'm going to be offering a huge discount on the products, the Cellcore products for that 120-day foundation. It's going to come with the virtual coaching. So if you've already done some sessions with me, you've already done some appointments, you probably get it. You probably don't need to come in and see me one-on-one. You can just make this thing work by virtually going through that information, each step, 1, 2, 3, 4, to be there for you. I've also recently bumped up what I'm doing. I'm always doing more for you. I'm always got new things. There's always more. So this time in the more includes a really nice app. And the app has got meal plans. So a really good one is just the clean eating, like the 28-day challenge. And then you can re-up that after 28 days. That app also has trackers in it. So like if you're tracking your weight, if you're tracking hydration, if you're tracking intermittent fasting, you can do that all in the app. Inside that app, you can also send me a message. Sometimes, I'm going to be honest, they get lost because they come through my email and things just get lost in email. But through that app, you can directly communicate with me, and that will be included. That privilege will be included in that 120-day foundation reset. So I'm just really encouraging you to dust yourself off and try again. Join me. Join me at recommitting to you, recommitting to your health. Dust yourself off and try again, right? We can do this. So be looking in your email. Right now, I know I can do 15% off of that. I am trying to crunch the numbers a little bit and see if maybe I can break that up a couple of different ways. So this group of people that have started with me and quit, I love you. There's absolutely no judgment whatsoever. I want the chance to get you back on track. I really want the chance to get you back on track. So I've been at this Awaken Wellness starting in January. That's going to be my, I think, just third year in business. So when I first started and I was doing things just, like the wellness way with my wellness way training before Cellcore, some of you guys that get this email won't have tried the Cellcore products. So you're going to need a little bit more help. But I'm speaking to you. I'm asking you to dust yourself off and try again. The way I do things now is a little bit different. Not that we don't do functional testing when it's needed. We definitely do. But for the majority of my clients and price point, that just really got to be too much. The functional testing got to be way too expensive. It was too much of a financial strain for people. So again, speaking to the people years ago who may have tried working with me, my arm's getting tired. I got to see if I can put this thing down. So years ago, the people who may have tried working with me when I was doing things a lot differently. I dropped my microphone too. Shoot. So I'll just go like this. So if you were working with me years ago when I was doing things a lot differently, for my benefit as well as my client's benefit, I have invested in bioenergetic scanning. So it is just a screening type of tool, and it's an energetic type of tool. But it really helps us get to know some information about you without spending thousands and thousands of dollars on testing blood, saliva, stool, all that. But it still has its place. I'm not saying that we won't do that or you might not need to do that. I'm just saying that's not that first appointment. I'm not going to hand you a huge bill that includes all this testing. That's what I'm getting at. So if you tried services with me way back then and we used all those liquid herbs, it was really hard. They tasted terrible. So it was hard for people to stick to. I'm telling you, this little 120 day Cellcore cleanup is so much easier to stick to, so much easier to be compliant with. And it is, we can customize it. Absolutely, we can. But the first 4 months, if you just follow the steps and you don't feel way better after those 4 months, then we really start to dig deeper. Then we really start to customize. But in those 4 months, if you're following the food plan and you're detoxing and it's a parasite cleanse, if you did all the work and you don't get results, then there definitely is something not right, like going on with you for sure. So we need to dig deeper. But most people, they get their energy back. Their hormones start to balance because that hormone balance at the root cause of it is mitochondrial dysfunction. And this 120 days really, really helps your mitochondria. Your mitochondria, they either work in your immune system or they work in your energy system. And if you're full of toxins, rogue microorganisms and things like that, you just have no energy. So really, it really helps you get your your life back. So I was talking about crunching some numbers to see what kind of discount I could float for you guys to get restarted. Like I said, I know I can do 15%, but I might be able to go as deep as 25%. You'll know when I post it. You'll know what I've come up with for numbers. And another thing is a lot of clients that have gone through that 120 Day Foundation, they really want their family to do it. They want their spouses to do it. So that'll be part of the discount code as well. You can buy that kit, buy the package, and get your spouse on, or get your kids on, or whatever. You can, it doesn't have to be just for you. You'll be able to use that discount for whoever. Like I said, it's going to come with the Education Vault. So you won't necessarily need to come see me. But if you had if you've come seen me, you know then that when we do the energetic scans, I give you an energetic support to go with your Cellcore products. The energetic support just helps your body energetically balance, and it really helps the emotional component of all of this. So, I'll probably offer a sweet deal where you can get 4 scans and get a discount on them as well to return to come back. You don't have to do the scans, and it is true. Sometimes the scans lead to more products because they will let us know of vitamin deficiencies, amino acid deficiencies, fatty acid deficiencies, and that kind of things. So the scans really help us balance the nutritional holes in your program, which can be really important. That can be a really important factor. So that'll be up to you, though, how you choose to do that. It'll work. It'll absolutely work either way. That discount code is also going to be good for the other Cellcore protocols that are on my website. So like it's just called CA protocol, which is Candida. So it's a perfect protocol. Like if you've already done the 4 months and you know you're still craving sugar like crazy, you're still getting funny skin issues or something like that, you know you still have some Candida issues, then that Candida protocol is going to go deeper. It's 3 months long. It's going to go deeper and help your body clear Candida. Candida in your body is like a sourdough starter, right? Like it wants to be fed sugar, that Candida bacteria. So we can go deeper. Probiotics involved, important. They're not necessarily in the kit, so we're going to need to add those. And then there's like a detox support kit, and that is a little bit more aggressive. So another thing, if you've done the Cellcore products like the foundation and you definitely feel like you still have some problems or you didn't get the results you wanted, then it's time to get more aggressive with those products. If you got to like month 3 or 4 and you started to get some gallbladder pain or some bile backup, then you want to get that 444 protocol that's on my website. And that is 3 products that we get aggressive with to really clear that liver and gallbladder. Probably going to want to add in some coffee enemas if that's you, if you're having that problem. So I'm going to be offering on those protocols, it'll be 15%. There'll be a code, it'll be 15% off. So you can start getting more aggressive. Like I started to say, that detox support protocol is super aggressive. Like you do the hard para products for 3 months in a row. So if you know that you started to clear some parasites and there's more work to do, that is an excellent kit. There's like mitochondrial support kits. There's like monthly maintenance kits. I'm going to have all those 15% off for you on my website in my shop. So that is a great deal. We've got to stick to it. We've got to stick to that maintenance. If you were someone and you did the 4 months and you didn't follow through with those full moon protocols for 4 months, that's going to be on sale 15% as well. So after you finish your 4-month protocol, a wise person will do the full moon. So the full moon protocol, there's different levels of it depending on how aggressive you feel like you need to be. And we're going to do that at least for 4 months in a row after your 4 month protocol to make sure we get those egg cycles, right? So, parasites, we know when we're getting rid of them, it's the adults we're getting rid of. When we get rid of the adults, they send out a signal telling the thousands and thousands of eggs that they're hatching daily to hatch, and those eggs then are going to become active parasites. So we have got to keep on that kill cycle when we're trying to eradicate these parasites. All right, so there's all that fun stuff. Be looking in your email. If you're not on my emailing list, if you're a new client and you know you want to get going with Cellcore, and you are we can do it many different ways, but no matter what, you can take advantage on a discount code. I can for sure do 15% off for you. I'll come up with a code just for you new people. The returning people, I'm thinking at least 20%, maybe 25% off. We'll just see. I'm going to crunch those numbers. So you can comment below. You can private message me your email address, or you can just go to my website and register on any of those pop-ups and tell me, like it'll say, how can I help you? What's your problem? You can tell me you want to get on the promotion, the 15% off for Cellcore products, and you want to get going. So if you haven't used the products before at all, I've got DIY programs where you can really self do this. I've got all the information, all the videos set up in a vault on my website. I've got apps to support you. I had talked earlier about that really cool meal planning apps. You can do your menus, choose your meal plan, track your weight, all these things. And that's just going to be free when you buy those products. So I need to move on, but I'm super excited about this. And then, so some other fun things that I am going to be working on for next year, we're really going to focus on stress, resolving stress and balancing hormones. And yeah, absolutely, Cellcore is going to be involved in this. I've got a bioenergetic scan that scans. You put it on your wrist, and it scans for hormone. It scans for stress, your fight, your flight, your HPA axis dysfunction, mitochondria, energy levels. Nutrition, like your electrolytes. And again, it's a screening tool. It's an energetic screening, but it is such an awesome tool. So I will be working on a program for you that we're going to try to get your stress under control. Do some vagus work, some different stimulation. That stress is just, it's super, super hard. That fight or flight, the emotional, the mental, when your head, your HPA axis, when that is not speaking the same language, stress jumbles it up. So literally your body loses this disconnect. It is disconnected, and just everything's working. So we just want to work on resetting that HPA axis. And that it might involve some, I don't do hormone replacements, so no synthetic, nothing like that. But we probably will do some wild yam. We probably will do some DHEA, and all of those are going to be natural products. There are no pellets, no nothing. They're all just going to be topical or oral, and they're going to be plant products. And we will see where you're at, and we'll monitor that month to month, change those doses as your body comes into balance. So that is going to be really, really beneficial, men and women alike, of all ages. We see hormone dysfunction younger and younger and younger these days. So that we'll be coming up with. Then I'm going to wander around here a little bit, and I want to show you. So I am such a do-it-yourselfer, right? And I've got all these products around, but yet I still think I want to make a few things on my own. So another thing, I should get back over in the light. Okay. So another thing that is going to be coming in January, I like to put together some classes where we're going to do some herbal DIYs, right? So we're going to make our own yam cream. So I'm at the window here. I can see that I have a client coming in that I'll have to help. Let me quick show you this. This is only the start. I hope to add more to this. So I've got some raw herbs. Hey, how are you? Good. What can I get for you?
I was wondering, this last time we changed some stuff up and I have horrendous diarrhea.
Okay. All right. I'm going to close this off and I'll be back. All right. If you're with me, I am back. I've got more company here. I'm involved with the local newspapers drawing. So she's just here changing these out, seeing who the winners are. We can probably even no winners yet. All right. I'm going to sneak by you here. So that's been fun. That's a cool service that we're doing locally here. So what was I talking about? Okay, so I was talking about these raw herbs. I I'm always running out of space in here, right? But so far, what I've tried myself, of course, is the wild yam. I took the wild yam and I took chase tree and passion flower. There was like a root that kind of helps relax muscles. I didn't have that one. I have it ordered, but I didn't have it when I made it. So last weekend at home, I just took those herbs, put them in mason jars, and then covered them with, I used almond oil, and then I just warmed them. I didn't boil them, just warmed them for, I think it was probably about 7 hours, like in a slow cooker. Then I set them aside, and we're just gonna let them naturally cool and settle for a week. So then this weekend, I'm gonna take and strain off of the herbs, and I'll just be left with the oils. And we will make then a topical wild yam hormone, like that's great for your progesterone levels. So that is what I've got in store. Now, there's a good chance by the time I tittle around with all this, I'm not saving anything by doing it myself, but I just like to do stuff myself. I just had to try it, see what it was all about. Oh, all right. So yeah, and I will have a really nice like colon cleanse. That's the majority of these ones that I ordered are because of this colon cleanse thing that I want to do. Maybe I'll just put them in the background. Um, and then there's always and then I'm working towards, I have ordered this neat little teapot. So I want to have more space, of course. I am looking for more space. But I want to have a like a daily tea at least. So I'll be brewing a daily tea, and it will be a free cup of tea. I always do that if you're doing like an IV or a foot bath, do a free cup of tea. But I think I'm just going to do a free cup of tea with purchase. It'll be better if you bring your own cup because um, when I was looking for like non-toxic cups, they're thin and I don't have lids. So that part I don't have quite worked out yet. But down the line, I would really like to have a little tea bar, right? So a couple of like there's I'll probably use these teas, the loose leaf market, but like the Hug in a Mug, I always have that available. There's like the sinus relief, sleek and slender, um, detox. I just like to have a couple of teas available that I'd like to get a little tea bar, a little herb bar going. Maybe you could grab a shot of aloe, or if your stomach's upset, we can whip you up something. So that's in the works. This area over here, I'm working on waiting for the UPS man so I can fill these empty spots. Like this product here, this Organic Earth is so nutritionally dense. Like it has got everything in there. You don't need a multivitamin with it. You don't need a probiotic with it. It is all in there. I've got collagen, a couple of different kinds of collagen, whatever suits you. I do have these keto skinny line or the keto skinny syrup, which I just found out, of course, is going to be discontinued. So I stocked up. The chocolate was already gone, but I stocked up on the vanilla bean, mostly for my own use. This is what I like in my teas for flavor. I don't like flavor in my coffee. I just like my coffee black. I've got some standard process protein. I need to get some more of those ordered. I will have some designs for health protein coming. This is your mud coffee, the medicinal mushroom coffee replacer. And then just like amino acids. The over here on this shelf are going to be mixes. You're going to mix them in your smoothies. You're going to mix them in your drink, a pre-train. Paleo Valley, when these are sold out, I'm not going to reorder those. We'll be selling out of Paleo Valley. Then mushroom spores. More protein choices for your smoothies. Maybe someday, if I have a bigger place, I'd love to have a little smoothie bar as well. I think that would be super fun. Um, things, I have the stuff in back. I will, by the end of the day, have the castor oil replenished. So that is just an amazing seller because it works. Everybody knows it works. I'll have the shelf full and replenished by the end of the day. In the near future, I'm going to take all these products, the activated charcoal, magnesium, Epsom salt, baking soda, and I'm going to add some binders to it. I'm going to add some no, not diatomaceous earth, clay, and I'm going to add some fulvic acid binders and bag those up and sell them just as individual dirt baths. So you don't have to buy all of the things. I will put them together for you. I want this Beautycounter stuff gone. I don't have room for it. So it is 50% off. Whatever is left over, I will probably just kind of pick it apart and use it for free gifts. I love if you refer somebody to me, they name drop you. I love to have a little free gift to send the person as a thank you. I've got new products in, a lot of oral care. Like, we really are focusing on oral care. I've got food grade hydrogen peroxide, a lot of different oral care options. This neem leaf, that is some strong stuff, but boy, does it work. Got Vibes Up here. They are a grounding company. Really affordable, really neat grounding. Love it. Love it. This is more jewelry, EMF Harmony. We got that in stock. We've got some food grade diatomaceous earth, just all sorts of stuff. A few deodorants in stock, just so you're not, so you have a couple of choices. Again, just not enough shelf space. I am always needing more shelf space. Designs for health. Loving, loving, loving this company. And they've got a great online ordering as well. I get things from FullScript. They're amazing. If you don't have a FullScript account, you can go to my website and go under affiliate products and click on that FullScript link, and I will give you access to all of this stuff. Mother Earth Labs, really an amazing company. Like, this comprehensive core, if you've got somebody who struggles swallowing pills, they have got like everything. You don't need another vitamin. It's got all the methylated, all the good stuff that's ready to go. So much exciting stuff. And then, of course, the Cellcore lines. So much exciting stuff here in the store, and so much more to come. I've got a gal who's going to be helping me out behind the scenes. She'll be following up with clients. That is super exciting. That's going to help me out so much. In the future, I'm just going to boldly say, here in Sydney, I am looking for a bigger space. If you're local, there's some gossip going around about the theater here. It is now closed. I'm welcome to stay. The owner, and the previous tenant were doing like a contract deed for thing, and there just was some financial obligations not being met. So I'm not being kicked out, so that's good. I'm welcome to stay as long as I want. I love this location. I love my window. I just really have it filled up, and these things that I'd like to expand on with a little tea, I don't know what I'd call it. Not a coffee shop by any means. It would just be an herb shop, or a shot, and maybe a shot. I don't know what I would call it, but I'd like to offer a few healthy options. Tea, maybe a smoothie, maybe an Aussie bowl, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But I need more space. And time frame, I don't know. But I would love to, if you're a professional in the area, I'd love to have a space where we could work together, like massage therapists, under one roof. Massage therapists, maybe a chiropractor, maybe a naturopath, somebody. I know somebody who used to live here that we can work with remotely, so that's good. a hyperbaric chamber, I think, would be awesome. If there's anybody out there who wants to invest in something like that and bring it under the same roof with me, I think it would be really awesome to have like a hot sauna room big enough for a few people to work out in together, to have like an instructor and a small class. So if somebody wants to invest in that and bring it all together under a roof, if you would like to be a health coach, if you are a health coach, let's work together. Let's put these things under one roof. So anything like that, I'm open to all of it. Bring me your ideas and bring me your solutions. So I've looked at a few places in town. There's some places that are too big, there's some places that are too small. It all depends on how big this idea gets. So if you like to talk to me about that, stop in. My open door hours are a great time to talk. If you're ready to commit to your health, to doing something different toward the future, even to get started right now, just go to my website, click on the Work with Nurse Tanya link, and that will take you there. You can self-schedule or stop in and we can get you on my schedule. PEMF, red light, you don't have to be like a client or on a program to do that. I sell that by the session. The ionic foot baths, you don't need to be on programs. You can take advantage of that at any time during open hours. IV drips, again, I do those during open hours, even as a walk-in basis. It usually works out. Some days I have to turn people away or reschedule them. I am going to also be running some sales on that big immunity drip that's got the 15 grams of vitamin C. I've got some of those vials that I need to get used up. So I'm going to run a $50 off sale on those drips. Be looking for a post on that. So that is probably about all I have to say. Thank you very much for hanging with me and catching all the December updates that are going on at Awaken Wellness. Oh, I forgot to say, I do have some like energy shots coming in. I thought I'd try that for now where I don't have refrigerator space. But I also found a company that's got really great juices that have to be refrigerated, and that would like supplement my need or my want for having a juice bar. They would just be ready to go, right? So all these things that I need more space for, but these energy shots are going to be good. They'll have energy shots, gut shots, and a couple of different things that are available. You can pour them over club soda or just drink them, right out of the canister, put them in a smoothie. Super versatile, however you want to do that. I'm hoping that UPS or FedEx guy shows up with them this week. I don't know about your neck of the woods, but it seems like the shipping's been really slow for me, like super slow. But like I say, everything that I do here, you can order online. If you are not near me, no problem. I need to work on my store on my website or a Shopify or something. There's so much to do. So if you are out there and you would like to take on that job of helping me get things on my website or possibly Shopify, I could use some help with that. But Fullscript, if you want to order products, you can go to my website under affiliates, go to Fullscript. Like all of this dental hygienic stuff that I have on the shelf, deodorant, even protein like Ancient Nutrition, you can get all that on Fullscript. You know that it is vetted, it's qualified. There's no fake companies, there's no fake products. It's all safe. You're going to get what they say they're giving to you. On Fullscript, I just like to go to the search bar, put in what I'm looking for, and you'll have so many choices. Designs for Health, you can get through my Fullscript Access. Standard Process, you can get through my Fullscript Access. all of your supplements, from what your kids want to what you want. Tons and tons of stuff. Cellcore, if you want to buy Cellcore products, you can get those off my website store, and I will mail them or drop ship them depending on the size of your order or what my shelf stock is. What else? Yeah, check out my online store. And I've got links for Therasage. That is one of the products I highly recommend. This is my IV chair. And so when you sit in my IV chair, you get a little red light. And this has got PEMF in it as well, and a heating pad. It even has a TENS unit. I've never used the TENS option. And then this little guy over here is just the heat. They are infrared heat, and then I don't have it on, but that's just a little red light panel. But I've got a sauna with them. They've got so many good toys. I've in town here with Sydney Water, that I use the Therasage's water pitcher filter. I still, it still tastes a little bit too much like Sydney Water to me. I try to use distilled water from home. That's on my list of things to purchase, is another portable counter water distiller for here in town as well. I've got one at home. I need one in town. What else do I have on my links? Oh, I have the threads, the intelligent threads with the muscle relaxer frequency in the clothing. Mwah. That is impossible to describe how amazing that is. If you are stiff and sore, if you wake up stiff and sore, they've got sheets. They've got throw blankets you can cuddle with. They've got wearable stuff. That stuff is amazing. If you want a demonstration, I've got a blanket here. I've got some of their neck cream here. Just come on in and ask me for the full thread demonstration, so you can see what I'm talking about before you purchase, or you'll know if your body likes the frequency, if it works for you. It definitely works for me. So I better say goodbye and get to work putting out, restocking my Queen of Thrones. All right, you guys have a good day. Thank you.